Hey people, in this movie I just posted called Terminate, about 5 minutes into it I was talking about this comment that I had to approve, and I wasn't too sure if it was because he said put the small letter Q in there, or if he said fighting, but the YouTube didn't think this comment was appropriate for some reason. But I figured out here that it's definitely the Q, because they put this notice on my movie, because the last letter, the terminate, the nonsense. And let me just tell you right now that this is going to be vulgar. Some people might not want to hear this, but in the name, I called it terminate the nonsense. New ways of connecting the dollars. No more hush hush from Goo Goo. And this is the Hebrew, the Q and the H. And it's pronounced, the Q is a PH, as in F. And the H is chet, cha, or ka. Fuck you. And this is the letters they use when it says take all throughout the Bible. They have the QH in there, but actually it needs to have a T in there to be take. But this is fuck you, or you could just pronounce it FH, fuck you. And so I definitely know now that this is the problem. This one Q at the end of this caused them to tag this. And if I look at this, why am I seeing this? Well, in response to coronavirus, you may see an informational panel with links to learn more about COVID-19. Well, that ain't got nothing to do with it. When you search or watch related topics, that ain't got nothing to do with it. Information panels show basic background info source. Independent third-party partners give more context on the topic. Information panels will show regardless what opinions or perspectives are expressed in a video. Information panels may not be available in all countries. These information panels are not used in any decisions about monetization. That's just bullshit. So I'm gonna try to fix that. I'm gonna edit this, and I'm gonna take this Q out, and I'm gonna try to give him a fa, and I'll change that to like this. I got to stay within 100 letters here, so that's why I spelled it like that. One of the reasons, anyway. But it doesn't read right like that. But we're gonna give it a try, see if they'll take that off. But I often put little codes in the movie, and I probably put more in this than any of them, but the terms, they're trying to terminate our terms. They're trying to make it illegal just to use the letter Q. They're going to start taking letters out of our alphabet. How are we going to communicate if they take certain letters and outlaw them? But the term in 8 is the number of the shaman. 8 is the shaman. Es the shen mem nen he. And that's shaman. And it was also, the 8-pointed star of Melchizedek. And this Melchizedek, they're getting a chi out of the K, but that's a milk his dick. Milk his dick. And with this tack, it actually reads backwards, so it's the milk a kid's dick. But Melchizedek, it doesn't work out in the writings right in the time, but he was known to be the teacher of Abel. And this is the sign of Melchizedek, is the 8-point star. And this is Abel, and Melchizedek is his teacher, and he's teaching him shamanistic. So this is spelt here with a Romanized spelling, because in the Hebrew, Abel is actually spelled evil, E-V-L, and he was evil, and he learned his trade from Melchizedek, was what the writings say. And you can see this here in Genesis 4, second line, and she again bore his brother, and it says a E-V-L, and it's a Havel, but it's the E, evil. And it actually comes after this 2 with a tack, and so it says love, L-V-E-V-L, love, evil. So they totally got that story twisted. But you see, when Abel comes up, you know, the first 5 times or so it comes up after the tack, you know, the evil. This was the first one, and how they love, L-V, backwards and forwards after the tack, love evil. And this row, you know, this usually most of the time they give this the word evil, row. Anything row or hero, anything like that, they'll say is evil. They got it twisted around here. But you see it after the tack. Every time after the tack, it's the love evil. After the tack, love evil. Love evil. And then, and this is the only 2 times that it comes up, 4:9 and 4:25, when it doesn't come after the tack, and it's just evil. And here, the row, that evil. And so the word is that it was Melchizedek that taught the evil of the shaman. And this story about Cain killing Abel, that's a crock. And you can see the word down here is the argue, E-R-G-E-U, who argue. And it says to yammer, to make the word, and said, final, love evil which, the wage, or how they, love evil which, how they, be they what's inside whiffs. You know, when you smoking weed, you know, you see in the spirits this coming, be they what's inside the whiffs. When you smoking some dope, this what be they what's inside the whiffs. And then final, love evil, which we argue. There was no killing going on, it was just to argue. And this is the symbol for argue. And what it actually means, it's a method of finding the center of something without a tape measure, you know, with just a stick or a string or something. But you see this same word they call evil, E-V-L, and it's used throughout the Bible many more times here, 73 times in this word number. And it's evil, and it's meant vainly, or a breath, vanity, futility. Vanity most of the time is what they say what it is. And in Lamentations they say it means useless. It was useless. And this is the same word 28 more times, the evil. And breath, vain, emptily, nothing, a vapor. Boy, there's a clue. But most of the time it's called vanity, or vain, empty, a delusion, worthless. And so you think, you know, if that was Adam's son, Abel, and he was such a good son, they wouldn't have named him vain or worthless, and they wouldn't have let his name mean that in the future. His name would have had a more honorable meaning to it. So you know that story's screwed up. Something ain't right there. And you can see in this other artwork, it appears that there's a square and a compass maybe, and the 12 and 1 and the 3 and 6. This is an ancient representation of the letter R or Ra, or the sun that's on Abel's shirt. And this appears to represent a spin, a gyro. Alright, I'm going to cut this off here. Good day.